Okay, I guess we can start the recording. Okay, on my end, many things happened. Did a bunch of merge requests that are here and there. Some stuff on condenser for the GitHub Git loading. I've been mostly working on the customized feed algorithm feature. Uh, Added a bunch of also worked on the post subscription feature a little bit. I'm looking at my open merge requests. A bunch of bug fixes here and there. I'm looking at a bunch of the repositories. Added some input validation as well for Hive because some of it was missing on some APIs. And then and also yeah, trying to like rebase and follow through with all of my open HiveMind features. I think. Yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. I don't have that many points to bring up today, apart from the whole. I mean, I guess I'll know from Dan, but mostly like how we are with the whole deployment of the HiveMind version and when we'll be like out of the feature freeze. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Enhancements of one type or another. I think that's where this release is really focused. So HiveMind used to take 2.5 days, and now it's down to 24 hours. So that really helps us a lot because when we make a change, we don't have to wait so long to fully test it. We've also made it Postgres 18 compatible, but we're still shipping 17 this time. So next time, I imagine we'll ship 18. I think the big reason we didn't ship 18 this time was because one of the libraries we were using wasn't supported for 18 at the time, and I think they may have supported it now, but it just was kind of late to shift. We increased a bunch of things to make the HiveMind more robust against a crash of various sorts. Let's see what else. I added K6 API performance testing to all the half apps. I didn't really use it much this time, but this will allow us to detect any kind of regressions in the API calls, and it'll also be good for AI to use because now AI can check and see if it's changes or improving things or making things worse. That's one of the problems we've often found with AI is it needs good data to make good decisions. So that's why I added that. That's pretty much it on the half app side of things. Let's see if there's anything else worth mentioning. Yeah, I think the rest of the changes, there's the rest of it's just stuff I'll put in my post, which just describes details about changes to the API. So that's about it for me. So, like I said, the highlight note is just, hopefully next week we're going to be releasing. And if you have an app, please test it on api.syncat.com as soon as possible.
Question: the boost update, is it to build against Ubuntu 24?
No, it's for some downstream ideas we have for speeding things up in terms of compilation and things like that. But it's too early to talk about yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Did anyone else? McFarhat, did you want to go? You unmuted, but we still can't hear you. Might be a sound problem. Spear Surge, you want to go while McFarhat's testing a sound?
Yes, I've made a major breakthrough. So like 2 months ago, once I started getting into AI and was using Codex a lot, I was making a way to connect Codex with Unity, if you guys remember. Unity is an external app, and it requires to drag and drop stuff in the UI, in the editor itself, and you have to do scene manipulations and hierarchy. It was a bit of a hassle. It took me like a lot of studying Unity, and then setting up
Yes.
like a
Yeah.
MCP type of thing. and I made one, and it was working really well. But then I got Claude finally, Max, and it works better with Claude, much better with Claude. And it is now I have reached a state where it is completely capable of booting up Mongo, booting up the backend, booting up the editor, making changes in the editor, running the editor by itself, testing things by itself, and doing the whole flow. The only problem is the visual part. It can't see what's happening on the screen, so it has to take screenshots and then wait 5 or 10 seconds. Like when it presses, it takes a screenshot, sees where the button is, clicks the button using Unity execute code, which is exactly what happens when you press a button. And then what happens? It moves to the next scene. It takes after 5 seconds, it'll sleep, and then it'll take a screenshot again to see if it reached the next screen. So that
Mhm.
slows things down, but everything is automatic. I'm like I feel that this. I mean I'm not the smartest guy. I'm sure there are plenty of people who have reached this level before me. It's just like I reached it now, and I'm going to say that the future of game development is completely going to change with how with these kind of things because uh, I build out like 3 or 4 features, physical and backend, in one day, and that was just amazing. Obviously, it requires visual polish, but it's codes, it wires up. For those who have not used Unity, Unity is extremely complex. So I'm very, very happy to have reached this point. And yeah, more to come.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Hey, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. McFarhat, I think your sound's working now.
Hello, hello.
Yep, can hear you.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you. So yeah, first, in terms of the updates, that's great to hear that next week we'll have a new release. I was actually replaying for the RC12. I don't know, I got some issue there,
RC12 is
and
really
then
old, actually. That the naming's a little confusing. That was just actually an ancient version, like weeks ago.
oh, okay, okay. So I was confused about the test 2 and test 3. I thought that's just internal stuff, and
No, so
maybe I
what
shouldn't run
the
with it.
reason for
But
that
then,
confusion, there was a problem where if we I was doing the tagging, and what happened is when I tagged with one of the official tags, like that have the one dot whatever in it, they're like protected tags, and it kind of runs into a problem where I couldn't do a rename of a tag even if it was a really minor change, which was driving me nuts because I was just
right,
going through
right.
versions over and over again. That's why we got the 12, because I had to keep tagging a new version every time, even for really totally trivial changes. So I went to the test too, just to
Yeah,
get away from that so I could retag something reasonably. Because basically every time I retagged, I didn't have to change all my env files to match the new tags, and it was just a pain in the ass. So now the real one is the test tag. We're gonna tag a real RC though soon, because like I said, it's all except for Hive Sense. That's the last thing, and then we'll have another RC out. But in the meantime, if you do want to test the latest thing, test 2 is the right thing.
so test 2, not test 3, because I updated
Now
to
test
test
3
3.
is
I
fine
noticed
too.
some of them.
Test 3 is also fine. Yeah.
Okay, 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 perfect. So yeah, I'm replaying HiveMind. I mean, effectively, it was just HiveMind that was causing issues with RC12, and I just processed the blocks, and then there was some DB issue, and then I had to. The upgrade, I hope, will solve it. I guess it
Yeah,
should,
yeah.
because it's running fine with you guys.
RC12 is pretty old, and there were
Yeah.
major changes
Okay.
after
Uh,
RC12.
Okay. All right. So a few updates. Yeah, we're still fixing some issues. We actually implemented 2, maybe 3 new enhancements to Block Explorer UI. I mean, still, unfortunately, I don't have resources to spare much, and we don't have funding. But one cool thing we integrated, because API.syncad now features this, is the total value locked on Hive. So we just finalized implementing a new widget on the Block Explorer interface that shows how much in total value is locked in Hive blockchain in terms of HP, in terms of savings in HVD and savings in Hive. This will show both the amounts in Hive, in dollar value, and total value. So this is kind of useful if you're thinking for DeFi in blockchain. Um, we've updated Block Explorer Wax and Health Checker versions, and I noticed a minor issue in Health Checker with layout. I think it's just configured for more denser, and it has a a dark color background, and it's not showing properly on Block Explorer. But I guess this should be an easy fix. There were an issue also with Block Explorer on duplicate daily entries because of API. We did a temporary fix for the front end because you can see on today's date, you can see like 2 entries. So we fixed this front end, and we'll probably file an issue also for the back end to fix the API. There was a feature a while ago by Gandalf about the keys being shown too short, in a shortened version instead of showing the full version. So this was also implemented now. So depending on your screen size and container size, it will show either the full key or the shortened version. We also are running now the transaction statistics. If it's if I don't recall if you hover, I don't think that's there. Is it? I'll have to double check, but I don't think it's there.
Okay.
Maybe that's a cool feature. If it's not there, you can probably add it. Okay, so there's also the transaction statistics chart, which I think we also recently added. That's using the API from Hive. The daily volume chart, we also pushed this on HiveScan, so it's available there. I think there's a rounding issue there that needs to be fixed. I filed it also for Block Explorer. Yeah, we added few minor things here and there, a few bug fixes. But yeah, basically this is our work for the past month.
Okay, sounds good. Anyone else want to go today?
I'll say hello. It's Brian of London. Can you hear me?
Yep. Can.
Okay. Sorry, I missed the beginning. I'm just driving as well. I've been, I'm running V4V to act as this bridge to Lightning. I completely rewrote it. The whole back end is changed. And the main difference that people haven't probably become aware of yet is that you can interact with everything I do now via custom JSONs. And I'm really waiting for VSC to give me a Hive and HBD pool against Bitcoin. But I'm ready for that. In that once that exists, the front end that I've got, which shows balances and all of that other stuff, can be almost depreciated in favor of me not holding anything. And the way,
sure you'll be happy for that.
Yeah, I'm kind of that I need that for reasons. But already at the moment, like if you've got a balance of sats that are sort of being held on my system, you can move those around or pay invoices, send them external via custom JSONs, and it's all documented. And if anybody wants help with it, give me a shout. But that basically means you can. There was a problem. Some people were trying to use my system to send small amounts of sats, and my system extracted quite a large fee for that to do lots of small transactions. But now what you can do is you can deposit $100, and then you can send people 1,000 sats with a custom JSON. And then the fees only apply once, and to send 1,000 sats to another user on my system, there is no fee. And to send 1,000 sats to a Lightning invoice, there's usually very little fee because I keep my node working on a very low fee basis. So that's the main thing, and I need to write about it more, but it's been kind of busy here where I live. A bit crazy. Yeah. But I've written that up once, but I haven't really shouted about it. So this is the shout.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
See ya. Okay, I guess that's probably it for today then.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else about it.
Yeah, bye from my side. Take care, guys.
See ya.
See y'all.
Goodbye, guys.
See you. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.